Good morning, everyone. Today is February 16th, 2014, and we will be doing the market overview for Radiosilentplay. We're just going to look at a few charts, see what the markets will be doing next week or what we're actually looking for. We're heading into a 3-day weekend, so just make sure that you understand you may have a less volume. Remember, less volume equals higher probability of the markets heading up higher. But looking at the SPY chart, if you take a look over here, okay, this is a clip of the daily chart. Since September, it's been putting up higher lows. If you look over here, you got a low, you got another low. This low never broke this low. We had another low over here back in November, okay, and then we headed up. And when this market came down, it never broke below this level. Now what you see over here in December, when we had that Christmas rally, we had new highs, right? We hit a 52-week high of 184.95. It tried to break this level on 2 occasions, several times, okay? Now when we got to that January was a tough month. We took a big dip down, okay, and then we actually held this support line over here, 174, 175, and we actually saw the markets head higher. So what we're looking at heading into next week is that 184.70 to 185 level. I think this will be a good opportunity for traders to garner position on the SDS, which is the ultra short for the SPY. You can actually buy the shares, or you can actually buy calls. It just depends. Now, what I would do is I would go anywhere from 1 month to 3 month contracts, depending on how you trade. You know, you can actually buy the SPY puts for a scalp. You can buy the weeklies. If it touches that 184.70, you know, maybe you want to buy a scalping position. You know, depending on what the premium is, you can buy it, you can day trade it, and see what you want to, whether you want to take profits on that day. But this level will be that master resistance which I talk about. Okay, now let's look at the Qs. Okay, the Qs represent what the Nasdaq is doing right now. It's holding a solid trend, but if you could see this top trend, it's actually hit this trend and it's never broken above that. So we're getting to that level where we'll be able to actually buy a short opportunity. I think that 90 to 91 level will be attractive, okay, to see the markets pull back anywhere down to 87.50 or 85. So just keep the Qs on radar, right? Apple has been trading a little bit stronger. We saw a bounce in stocks like Amazon. So what you want to do is, when this hits 90 to 91, you want to keep an eye on. Now, stops, I will be posting these trades on the option triggers page, but just keep them on radar, because if it hits that level, you want to try to garner position on that trade. Another thing that I want to talk about is gold. We talked about the W formation, all right? This actually saw a W formation, and I actually mentioned to members that it was going to have a higher move. Okay, so let me just post this real quick. And if you could see now, this trade is panning out. I gave this trade at the 118 level, okay, and right now it closed at the high of 127.15. So gold stocks are rallying. Watch the trends. If you trade the OTC markets, start looking at gold stocks, mining stocks that have been being down. If you look at the long hedge stocks, I gave a stock BRIZF. This was a long position that we actually took, and we were looking at in the 60 range, and I re-alerted this area at the 42 level, and if you see, okay, it consolidated very nicely down here. Okay, you were able to buy in this consolidation period, and it actually went 100%. From 42, it hit a high of 85. Okay, so actually 86. So you could have sold this stock for 100%. Alright, now let's take a look at silver. Silver, pretty much same pattern. I call this gold's little brother. All right, same thing. Came down. You saw this W pattern. Okay, and right now the key level right now is going to be this 2128. If this 2128 breaks, you're probably going to see a gap filled right here at that 24 level. I've been telling members to watch silver and actually accumulate silver down at the $18.10 to $19 range, whether you're buying bullion, whether you're buying the SLV paper. I'm not too fond of buying SLV ETFs long term, but what I do recommend is when the markets dip, when you can buy gold, you can buy silver for cheap, try to accumulate, especially the people that are actually not in silver, not in gold. You know that the Fed is still inflating. You still got QE, so you're gonna see a weaker dollar. You're gonna see higher commodities. All right, let's talk about a trade that we took not too long ago. It was Rackspace. We bought this at the 31, 32 level, and we had a nice bounce over here. Okay, watch this 36.42 level right here. All right, traders are in this stock. Be sure to lock profits. Okay, into next week, you're probably going to see a slight jump. We also sent out an alert on Target. It was a nice move as well. We bought this at near the 52-week lows. We could have accumulated all the way down to 54, and it actually hit a high close to 57. So you want to take profits. All right. Retail was beaten down, but it managed to actually see a nice move. All right. So what we're looking at next week, again, we're going to look at that 184 level, 184.70 to 185. It's going to give us an opportunity to buy the SDS. Remember, if you're going to scalp, trade that position in one day. If you're going to actually go longer term, maybe look at the SDS and grab a position on the SDS. Regardless, I'm going to post on the option triggers. So we're going to have setups posted so traders can actually take a look and make sure that they set their alerts for when those stocks trigger. I'm going to have also an options tutorial soon. So again, I'll see you guys next week. I may be off until Wednesday because I will be away, but I will be mobile. So again, thank you, and just remember that trading requires risk. You know, before trading any type of securities, make sure you do your due diligence. Also, you know, make sure you talk to